Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing your future self, revealing a secret that they wished you had known. Really excited about today's reading, and to do that we're actually going to be picking between 3 cards from a tarot deck. I feel like it will serve us greatly in this reading. And from there, take a look at them and see which tarot card you're the most drawn to. All right, so there we go. We have pile 1. Let's take that as 2, and let's take 3. Right, so let's see what we have. For pile 1, we have the Magician. For pile number 2, we have the King of Pentacles. And for pile number 3, we have the World card. So, if you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, we have the green Aventurine. And this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 2, we have the Sodalite, and this is what your crystal looks like. For pile number 3, we have the Mookite Jasper, and this is what your crystal looks like. So, take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to. And that's probably the pile for you here today. Now, if you feel drawn to more than one pile or maybe all of the pile, as I always say, trust your intuition. Maybe your future self is trying to reveal more secrets that you're supposed to know that they wish you had known. And it would be a good opportunity for you to know about it today. So whether it's just one and you know that this is your pile, or it's several or maybe all, do know that your intuition knows the way. It is your magic that always leads you to the right readings. And the more you let it lead the way, the more your intuition gets stronger and you always know your piles. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, welcome to your shuffling and card picking process. It is so lovely to have you here, and I enjoy it every day that I get to do this and to have you around as we prepare for your piles. So thank you for being here. Like I say, I enjoy it because I feel like it's really important to have you as part of this process. That's why I keep it on camera for you guys. Right, so before we begin, let me introduce the cards to you. On the left are the Oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks that we will be using for this reading. And also, if you're interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll always find that I leave their names, thank you, down in the description box. So let's now, whoa, did you see that? I did not see that. Nobody saw that. Let's keep it here. Okay, so let's set the intention for your reading. We want to know what your future self is revealing as a secret that they wish you had known. All right, so what secret is your future self revealing to you today, that they wish you had known? 1, 2, and something's not stable here in the third pile. I'll keep that I'll keep that in mind. All right, so something is not stable here. Let's find out. Maybe not stable under your feet, something like that. Let's see. All right, I never want to do the reading during the preparation, but I felt like it was so obvious something was calling for our attention here. Right, so now we're gonna pick up your tarot decks and we are going to take, which side up is that? Yes, we are going to take, thank you very much, wow, one card for each pile, which they're already ready. So 1, 2, and 3. All right, for the rest of the decks, we're gonna be taking 2 cards from each. Okay, so what secret is your future self revealing that they wished you had known? So 2, 1, and 1, 1, and 1. Okay. What secret is your future self revealing that they wished you had known? Okay. Oh, thanks. All right, now on to the last deck. What secret is your future self revealing, thank you, that they wished you had known? So interested. I wonder what this is going to bring out for you guys. We're gonna keep our minds really open and see what the cards are trying to say. So that's pile number 1. Sorry, you can't see. My apologies. I'm just trying to put it neatly together. There we go. So that's pile number 1. Pile number 2. It's just that they're all different sizes today, so I'm just trying to put them neatly together. There we go. So that is pile number 2. Oops. And pile number 3. That's a trick. Let them loose. Yeah, that worked out pretty good. All right, so now, right, there we go. There are still some cards sticking out, so it it is what it is, I guess. All right, so that is pile number 3. All right, so that is it. Oh no, we forgot to add the crystals. So for pile number 1, we have the green Aventurine. Whoa. For pile number 2, we have the Sodalite. And for pile number 3, we have the beautiful Mookite Jasper. There we go. That's it. So these are your piles for today's reading. Thank you so much for being here. Love you guys so much. Always appreciate you for being here. I hope you know it. To me, you really are a soul family. Thank you for being the wonderful people that you are. And let's get into your reading. Hey soul family, welcome to your reading. You have chosen the green Aventurine as well as the Magician, and the two of them are giving me very strong vibes together. But first, let's see what exactly is the secret. So I'm not really tuning into the secret yet, but it is giving me a hint at something. All right, so let's keep your crystal right there. And let's take a look at the rest of your cards. So as usual, we'll be starting off with your tarot cards. Sorry, your oracle cards. You have the Vessel. You also have Kali's Awakening. How interesting. Okay. So let's keep them right there. Really cool, actually. Okay. Okay. And you have the Sphinx, the greed goddess, the Sphinx with the 4 of Pentacles. Oh my, this looks really tricky. Isn't it? Doesn't it? Okay, let's take a look at your tarot cards. But right off the bat, I think your future self is talking about something very tricky here. Yeah, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have the 4 of Swords with Rest from Strife. You have the Lover's card. You have the 3 of Wands, represented as the 3 of Inspiration. You have the 6 of Materials, which is the 6 of Pentacles. You have the Emperor, the Fool card, you also have the Ace of Wands. And last but not least, you have the Hierophant. Really is interesting. I'm getting a hint at what this is, but I need to take a closer look because I want to make sure I get all the details that your future self is trying to reveal to you as a secret in your reading, pile number 1. So give me a second. So right off the bat, before even getting into the full analysis, something drew my attention, and then when I looked at the other cards, I found it again, and that is mind-blowing. Do you see here in this Lover's card, the first thing I intuitively noticed was the hair covering up this lady's private area, and I thought, ooh, is that someone covering something maybe that they feel may be shameful for others to see, maybe. And then I quickly look at this card, the main oracle card, and we see someone again covering their private area. So right off the bat, before we get into the details of your reading, there seems to be someone hiding something that they feel is shameful. This person may be, with the Lover's card, someone who loves you but is afraid of telling you about something. They feel that you may fight them, or that your relationship may be affected or ruined. With the vessel, now please don't take that as exactly what I'm saying, but try to look at it as how it fits in your life. One thing with the vessel could be, the vessel could represent motherhood, right? So this could be a parent. Not necessarily, it could be a father with the Emperor. Again, not necessarily. It could be family. It could be work. It could be your landlord with the vessel as well. So I'm sure as we unfold card by card and your whole reading together, you'll find out who that is by the end of your reading and what your future self is trying to reveal to you here. So, what this is definitely looking like, pile number 1, is that there is someone around you. We'll try to get clues on who this person is as we do the reading, who actually loves you very much. But it looks like, with of course Kali's awakening, you know, Kali is a great goddess who saved the world from Raktabija, the demon. And this was a very tricky demon who, whenever one single drop fell, it created more demons. And so the gods asked Shiva to save them from this demon. And, you know, Shiva does not really interfere into the worldly things, is always does not come out from meditation and does not really interfere. And so this time was really urgent, and so he created the goddess Kali, who is all powerful to deal with Raktabija. And so she did. She was able to drink all of the blood and finally rid the world from Raktabija. And so we see here Kali is depicted as she got rid of Raktabija, but it caused so much instability within her because it was a powerful demon. And so she had to jump to find her stability, and Shiva found her, tried to help her gain back her stability, laid down on the path that she was running towards, and as soon as she stepped on Shiva, she found her stability back again. So here we see from your reading, pile number 1, that this person is hiding something that initially started from good intentions, right? Even though it started with good intentions, they, without meaning to maybe, did something big. And later on, maybe because of their ego, or because we see instability here from a demon. So maybe out of pride or out of fear of not losing you, some sort of instability caused them to not really reveal what they have done. We'll get more into details, but I'm just laying out the picture first as we see it. And so one thing led to the other. Maybe they felt that you would get support, that they would get support from you to find grounding. And maybe they realized they weren't going to take it because they did not find you to be that forgiving, because you wouldn't imagine that they really would do it, especially with the Fool card here, that it was done, in fact, because they were going to the beat of their own drum, meaning it wasn't all just for you. Part of it had to do with some maybe bad intentions that they had, or not bad, maybe selfish intentions. Let me give you an example. I think at this point we need to set an example so that you can form and mold the example to what may be similar in your life. So, for example, let's say you had a good relationship with one of your parents, your mother or your father, and you're a student and you've worked hard the last couple of years and you've saved up. You were very wise about what university you wanted to go to. You planned your future really well and you were trying to work to save up to that university, and you had your parents help you out as well. And so at the end of the day, you had some amount that would really jumpstart this process for you and ease up the loans that you have to pay back. And you left your money with one of your parents, right? And so let's say this parent decided to buy a car. And so they thought to themselves, right, I'm definitely not going to take my child's money for university. I wish them all the best. But what I can do is take this money, put it as a lump sum to decrease their installments, and work and put back this money instead of paying it for the installments for the car, right? And so things get worse from there. This parent, for example, gets into other trouble or maybe other financial expenses that they were not expecting at all. So they pay these off and they think, okay, right, when I'm done with that, I'll go back to paying my child's university fees. And you see where this is going. A long story short, life throws things their way. They're not able to put it back, and now they have so many loans, and maybe at some point they even lose their job or they don't get as much money as they used to get. And even if they sell the car, it may just be enough to pay off the loan and not put it back, and it's just a horrible situation now. And now that you're getting into university, you worked hard all your life, you trusted your parent, they never told you, and it was all about them getting the car for themselves. They thought that they would be able to pay you back, and they just don't know how to tell you about this now, right? So, and even though you always forgive them, they feel like this time you're not going to be able to forgive them, right? Their ego's in the way as well. They don't want to admit that they've done something wrong, and they're in a tricky situation at the moment. Another example could be you needed their support in something. They were always there for you, but then things got worse on your side. You explained to them that you really need their help because things aren't bad. Maybe they weren't paying attention, they weren't empathetic, and things got from bad to worse between the two of you, and you really started growing apart. And now they've realized that you were in such a horrible situation. They genuinely weren't there for you because maybe they didn't feel like listening, or maybe ego got in the way. And now they've realized that they've done something big, but they're too ashamed to admit it. Now, I keep saying parent simply because we have the vessel here and the emperor. But please take it as it resonated. This could be a friend, this could be a manager, this could be a partner, this could be a child, this could be really anyone who loves you very much and has done something that they've later realized was very shameful, and now they're very worried and ashamed of admitting it. Pile number one. And we see with the domino effect, one thing led to the other, and it just got from bad to worse really quickly. This person did not expect that this bad thing that they started doing, that they had excuses for, maybe their hearts and their mind and their eyes were drawn towards something. That's all they could see at that point. They did not expect for things to go really bad. And now they have pile number one. Really, with the Hebrew letter Zayin here, this means sword. I see there's a split in the connection between the two of you. Now, we see with the Sphinx here, we see some sort of manipulation. Why am I saying that? Because it's known that whenever travelers would pass by the Sphinx, the Sphinx would ask them a riddle and they had to answer this riddle. I'm not sure if you heard this before, but the riddle is, what walks on 2 legs in the morning? Sorry, 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs in the afternoon, and 3 at midnight. And this is supposed to the answer is encompasses the nature of human life, right? From infancy to adulthood, right? So, or old age. And so if they don't answer, the Sphinx would ask them to define and claim their own lives. So we see some sort of riddles, manipulation going on here. We see them asking you back, telling you that you are the one who was wrong, telling you that you are the reason for whatever happened. Not taking the claim for it, but rather putting the blame on you, because the Sphinx asked them to claim their own lives. It's like blaming you, telling you that you ended this for yourself. You've done this to yourself. Although deep inside, they feel very, very ashamed for what they've done. And because of this, there was some sort of, maybe that you cut them off from their life, or there was a long silence or long break between the two of you. And with the Emperor here, along with the Fool, there's a lot of pride that is preventing them from thinking about what they've done, and rather thinking about what they want constantly, right? So here is the thing. Of course, analyzing this intuitively and not from the story. Now let's take a look at the picture. I feel like with the ego we're seeing here, the way that they want it to go is to maybe step on you without really them thinking of it. There's so much ego here for them to rectify what happened, and the way they want to move forward is for them to not be blamed for anything, and for the relationship to continue, for them to step on you. And the secret that your future self is trying to reveal to you is that this person does not intend to admit the things that they feel shameful about. So first, your future self is revealing to you that they do feel ashamed. Their actions in the future does show that. But they're also revealing to you that the secret is that they do not intend to admit to what they've done. Their only intention, especially that you've picked the magician, and the shadow aspect of the magician is being a trickster. And so what they're hiding here from you is that they intend to continue with their false maybe story, with them keeping up an image, with them wanting to make you on the wrong side and them on the right side. It's the only way that this connection is going to continue, although they are ashamed and that they feel really bad about it. It's just that they're stuck with maybe their ego, they're stuck with their shame, and they're just not going to do it. And so here is the awakening with Kali's awakening. It's a very, very tough lesson, or a hard pill to swallow, but you must know about it. Maybe you have hope that because of the love between you and this person, the dearness and the connection, that they will fight and they will kill their demons. But in fact, your future self here is revealing that they will unfortunately stick to their ego. They will continue to stick with their selfishness. and they will continue to hold on to their demons. It does not look like they are going to change their ways. Pile number 1. I'm so sorry about that, pile number 1. This must feel so hard, so heavy, and so painful. So I'm very sorry. I think you expected loyalty from this person, especially. And it's very painful to hear a message like that, I'm sure. I'm sure it breaks your heart. And so I see your future self telling you, pile number 1 here, to learn to stand on your own. That's the message here. With the 6 of Pentacles, we do see the same person, and I see you are being advised and led by your future self to give to you first. To learn to blossom and grow on your own. To let the old be in the past. Let the past be in the past. I'm sure you would maybe let them in if they would ever change their ways. But as your future self so far, they're saying that they're holding on so much to their ego, to their desires, and there's so much learning for them as well. And it looks like they will be alone without you. They're paying so much for that. So much for that. It's like their whole world went tumbling down with your departure, because we see a door here. You're out. You're like, that's not going to work. Goodbye. So you, either in the future or maybe now, it's like you're fleeing out. You're leaving. And with your departure, their own world tumbled down. Whether this is in the future or in the present. And I see your future self telling you to let go of the hope that they would fix themselves, that they would find their ways. Most importantly, your future self is telling you to detach, and not just from them, from anyone, and to learn to be on your own, because that is what will give you the greatest strength. And your future self is telling you that they have done that. Your future self has blossomed in this way and has become powerful. They've learned to give to themselves and be strong. And they wished you had known that earlier, to stand strong on your own. See, this is the Ace of Wands. This is powerful energy. This is such powerful energy that is, in fact, it is the energy of creation. Imagine the amount of power with that. Keter energy, the existence from nothing. And if you are questioning whether you can do that or not, you will be greatly surprised, my dear pile number 1, how much strength you are going to build, and how much you are more than capable of doing that, and how much it's not maybe that bad. And as painful as it is to watch that happen, as much as there's so much light at the end of the tunnel, because you have Kali in your reading. And Kali throws at us harsh experiences that are very painful, but they are there, meant to push you outside your comfort zone. Kali is a very strong goddess, one that does not tiptoe or does it softly, one that does what is necessary for our growth and for us to come at the other side powerful, strong, spiritually evolved, and most importantly, very happy and blessed. So it might be a very tough and dark transition for you, where it could have been very beautiful in the beginning. The transition was ultimately super painful, but there is light at the end of the tunnel, where you're learning so much that will help you in your personal growth, that will give you so much that you would have otherwise not gotten had you kept this connection the way that it was. The amount of changes that are happening in your world or in your life is just magnificent, pile number 1. In fact, now seeing the Magician with the green Aventurine, we see your future self telling you there are so many blessings, grand manifestations that your future self is living because of this situation, because of your growth, in fact, from this situation. Had this not happened, you would not, because the green Aventurine is a crystal of good luck and fortune, and you have the Magician, a card of manifestation. So because of this trickery, you growing and learning from it, you have learned to give yourself so many big things that you would have only dreamed of in your future. So your future is doing fine. Your future is very happy. They just wish you would have known this earlier, when it was time for you to know it. Yes, pile number 1. They want you to... Oops. Are we supposed to use this deck? Looks like it. Your future self has another message. Okay. So let's see what they're advising you to do exactly. Yes, good. Actually, good point. Since they have learned... Whoa, okay, thanks. Okay. Right. So your future self has a strong message of how to go about this. Definitely guided. So you have the Page of Wands, Knight of Wands, wow, 10 of Pentacles, and the 5 of Swords. Do you see the Ace of Wands here? We see that the Page of Wands is now holding it. And another thing to notice is that the Page of Wands is right in conjunction or right above Kali's awakening, showing that this has been a whole lesson that is meant to fully come in circle and end the minute you take control of the things that you keep maybe letting go of. Are you maybe depending on someone or something to happen, for things to happen? We see that your whole world has been shaken so that you can take charge and take command of the things that you may not be attending to out of maybe worries, anxiousness, or out of maybe depending on others to do it. With the 5 of Swords, we see your future self telling you that there is a need to come out of your comfort zone. Because with the 10 of Pentacles, sometimes we are too comfortable either with the family ambiance or with the status quo or with something that is working the way it is because it's convenient in other areas of your life. But we see that the learning lesson here is to push you outside of your comfort zone. Take the matters that are not attended to in your own hands, and you will see that as you charge towards them with power, that you choose to tackle things instead of comfort at this stage of your life, you will gain so much power to do everything that you want that you would have never imagined. Pile number 1. See, with the fire on this horse's chest, I see that your future self is telling you that it's going to take a bit of willpower. Maybe you've been resting for a while or letting things go in the same cycle that they used to go in, that things used to happen in. You're just letting them go. And I see your future self telling you it takes a little bit of willpower to learn to get the things that you want, to go out of your comfort zone and find a solution. Yes, you may not find it right away, but you will always find your way, is what your future is telling you. With the 10 of Pentacles, you'll find what you want and more. But now is the time to take action, to go and move forward, to get what you want, to fix what you want for yourself, to let go of the past and focus on what is important, to learn to fully depend on yourself and to make things happen for yourself. Slowly but surely, make sure that you are safe, that you're protected, that you do things wisely, but at the end of the day, that you do take action towards what you want. pile number 1, to make sure that you nip things in the bud, that you don't allow others to step on you, and to take power and charge of your world, to not be selfish with the 5 of Swords at this stage of your life, but to take care of you, to make sure that you take care of you. You know, this 5 of Swords is kind of wearing a mask like we did in the previous years, and it's kind of giving me the impression to protect yourself against the viruses, or what I want to say is to protect yourself from people who may cause mental illness to you, because it's the Swords. To put yourself first and to go after what you need, and not let life just make it happen, or to not just let things work because they're convenience, to swap convenience for what you want, your mental health, your safety, and most important, your strength. And you'll see with the Kali's awakening, this is all happening for you to finish this cycle, and it will continue to happen, or things won't be okay until you take charge of this lesson. The sooner you take charge, the second you take charge, this lesson would have ended, and you would have begun your journey of empowerment, strength, and getting what you want. Pile number 1. The end of this journey is more than you can imagine, because you have the Magician and the green Aventurine. You are getting what you want and more. You cannot even begin to imagine with this combo here, pile number 1. And that's what I see in your reading. I hope the best for you, pile number 1. And I thank your future self for coming and delivering this amazing message to you. Thank you, future self. That was your reading, pile number 1. And by the way, if you're interested as well in zodiac tarot readings, please check my other channel out. You'll find a link to this channel first thing in the description box. And pile number 1, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 1. This book could really help you out in your journey and in developing good self-discipline in general. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process of being productive. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's also an audiobook if you love and enjoy audiobooks like me. And pile number 1, it was a real pleasure and honor doing this reading for you. Believe me, I wish you all the best of luck in your journey. I know you're going to do it. Your future self has done it, so there's no question about that. And pile number 1, my dear beautiful pile number 1, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at what your future self is revealing to you. What secret that they wished you had known. So you were drawn to the King of Pentacles as well as the beautiful Sodalite. Let's see how these fit into your reading. And straight away, I feel like they match the socks. I don't know why I noticed that, but we'll see during your reading, pile number 2. Right, so we'll be starting off as usual with your oracle cards first. This is a tarot card. So you have the King. Really interesting. We have 2 kings already, the King of Pentacles and the King. And we see a circle on the hand here, kind of reminding me of the pentacle here. Are you supposed to maybe receive something? Let's see. Let's keep your card over here. And you have Yama's Justice. How interesting. Okay. You also have the 5 of Wands with Eris. Let's keep your goddess right there. All right, so pile number 2, you have, wow, the 10 of Cups with perfected success. you have the Eight of Wands with swiftness. All right. Quite interesting. You have the Devil card. You have the Three of Pentacles. Looks like some dishonesty here. Someone is hiding something with this, with the hand gesture and the Devil cards. We can see the hand gestures in the Devil card referring to the hands here, showing us something hidden. The hands are the clue to the dishonesty that we're seeing in the card. We have the Three of Pentacles. You have the Death card. The Five of Pentacles. The Queen of Cups. Hands, hands, hands. Do you see somebody's hand from someone's back, right? So we see a lot of hands. A dead person holding with their hand a flower. That's the only alive thing about them, right? You have the Queen of Cups and the Six of Swords. So what secret is your future self revealing here that they wished you had known? So what I see here, pile number 2, with all of the hands going on, I see actually two things. See the hand here as well. All right. So first off, with all the hands holding each other here and the Three of Pentacles and the holding of the hand here, I see that you could be holding of the hand, sorry. You could be in a partnership with someone. This could be work, a work partnership, or it could be a romantic partnership. It could also be a friendship. All in all, I see you now holding hands with someone or partnering with someone. Now, with all the hiding here, I feel that your future self is telling you, this is actually quite clear, to be quite frank. It's not feel, I see your future self is telling you something is not right in this partnership, in this connection, because you have the Devil card, you have the Death card, and Yama is the god of death as well. So we have two Death cards and a Devil card, kind of giving bad energy. Especially that Yama lives in Naraka, which is the equivalent of what we see as hell. And so I see your future self saying that the secret that they wished you had known is that this partnership that is going on at the moment may not really be the ultimate partnership that you want to be in. If you're feeling red flags, see, we're seeing red here and red. And you may be asking, well, I don't have a clue who this person is. The red. There are red flags that you are feeling with someone. And this partnership seems that it will lead to some sort of lack with the Five of Pentacles. You do see some open books showing that there may be common goals, but despite the common goals, you're not reaching anything. And this person is standing behind your back, hiding something. And the reason for that is that they may not really be all in terms of the shared part of the goals, right? So they may be looking out towards what they want. And you see your future self with the Death card here, wanting you to end this with the Death card. They want you to hold this rose or this opportunity, or they want you to hold it on your own. So if this is a relationship, you see, drop the flower. Create your own flowers. Meaning, what I want to say is, if this is a relationship, then this is not the right person, it seems. If you feel the red flags. If you don't feel any red flags, then this is not your reading at all. You may want to check another pile. If you have this energy of something not being right about the person you are partnering with, then this reading is speaking about this. They're telling you to end this before it's too late. And the reason I'm saying that their message is ending is because you have Eris, or it's also, both are right, pronounced Eris and Eris. But let's say it as Eris in case there is a Greek person listening. We don't want them to cringe. So yeah, we see Eris is the goddess of strife, of discord. So we see a clear advice from your future self to not be afraid to make that confrontation, to talk about what's not right. And in fact, I also see with Yama's justice to keep notes of everything before you have this conversation. And the reason I say that is because Chitragupa, I hope I'm pronouncing their name right, is the record keeper of Yama, of the god Yama. They keep a record of all the actions that all the living beings on earth have done, right? And with their help, Yama is able to decide the ideal justice for each soul. So with all of the, what is it called? Shields. I feel like this person is going to be very defensive. Defending themselves until death, you know? So I see your future self advising you to stop it right there and to be prepared with all your notes and with all the facts, with all the red flags you're seeing. Be prepared with all the red flags before the discord to speak to this person and end it there. Because with the 5 of Pentacles, this is going to lead to a lack, maybe a certain death. Something's going to end, and it may not end well. And really, this is the secret that your future self wish you had known. They also are telling you here with the 6 of Swords to come out of this partnership slowly. It's not a bam, a move away, but there is what is it called, head-to-head or confrontation. But this confrontation is meant to slowly lead you out of it. So a confrontation to set things in stone, to show that you're aware of what's not going on, to set the pathway and the way to you clearly coming out of it. So yeah, plan your way out of it carefully, but your future self is definitely telling you to make that confrontation. If you're worried that things won't turn out to be okay later on, you have the 10 of Cups and the 8 of Wands. Perfected success is what's predicted here. In fact, you have the King of Pentacles and you have the King here. Things are going to go well and they're going to go quickly. But you need to have that confrontation, either to fix what's not going right or to get out of this relationship. In all, move into the right direction. If it's fixed, that's wonderful. If it's not, then you're on your way out. Either way, with the Queen of Cups and the King of Pentacles, I do feel that on your own will be where your power lies. And on your own here does not exactly mean you being without them. On your own here means you liberating yourself from having to be bound to them. Meaning that even if you're with them, you have that understanding that you can be independent at any second. And that is what on your own means here. To be in control, to have things in your hand and not out of it. And that is only done through strong confrontation. It doesn't need to be one that is hurtful, or hurtful is not the right word actually. It doesn't need to be one that leads to animosity. And the reason for that is because with Yama, when people go to the Naraka is the equivalent of hell, they don't go there to spend the rest of their lives. They go there to learn and to grow from and repent and grow from what the things that they're doing wrong, right? So you're having this conversation to clear things up, to put things into perspective in case they think they can let whatever they're doing go. No, with communication, you're letting the hidden things out. You're saying that I do not accept that. And to have acceptance of being alone in case this person does not want to fix their ways. But to stay if they do fix it, right? All in all, you should be in control. It should be in your hands. Hands were all over your reading. So it's like out of the hands or within the hands, what your future self wants to tell you. You being drawn to the Sodalite, this is rational thinking, not emotional thinking. Do not think from a place of fear, of worry, of acting right away. In fact, you have the Six of Swords, to do things slowly, but to think. Do you see? Head to head. To think, maybe with this person, or maybe it means just using your head. If this person collaborates, that's wonderful. If they don't, at least they know that you're not okay with what's going on. So a confrontation is what your future self is kind of advising you to do. They wish you would have known that there aren't good intentions and that the red flags that you're feeling are not to be ignored, and to take things in your hand, because you don't want to lead to the energy of the death and the Five of Pentacles, for things maybe to end or to go wrong, or to have lack, which is the Five of Pentacles, to not get what you're supposed to get, which is the opposite of the King of Pentacles, where your future self is saying you get when you do that confrontation. You get to be in a great position. You get to feel independent, in control, and perhaps if this is a business partnership, then you create a lot of wealth with it. If this is a partnership, then you create a stable home, right, with the Pentacles. It depends, of course, on your situation. The Queen of Cups is here to tell you to do things gracefully in front of when confronting this devil energy or this dishonest energy. The idea is not to confront. Yes, you could hurt with your words, yes. But the idea is to confirm with grace and politeness and with balance. To take yourself out of it slowly. It doesn't have to happen in the first day. But to know what you want and to stand in your ground is really what your future self is wishing you had known at the time, or which is now, pile number 2. This is really what they wished you would have known. They're revealing that from the future perspective, the red flags that you're feeling are true. There is dishonesty going on. You have the devil, as I said, and death coming up twice. It doesn't look like good energy here. And so we see your future self kind of telling you, don't borrow trouble. Don't bring trouble into your life. And don't fight fire with fire, but fight it with grace. But at the end of the day, stand up for what is right for you. Say your truth. Say what you feel gracefully, respectfully, in a civil way. But you have to say it. This way, whether you continue this partnership or end it, whether they don't mean it, or whether they do mean it or can change their ways, if it's a business partnership, whatever it is, you put things in the right perspective, and you this way put yourself in the right position. Pile number 2. And that is exactly what I see your future self telling you. You know what I'm seeing? I feel like your future self is telling you to bring out both sides. You know, especially because Aries has 2 sides to her personality. One is like awful and could be cruel, and then the other side is her kind side. But her kind side is no less energetic, you know. And so here we see to play with both, you know, and play is not the right word, but to use both, to stand up strong, say what you want, and at the same time to say it with civility and kindness, or with grace at the end of the day. I think we've established that. So pile number 2, before I go, I do want to help you out, get more details from your future self on how to do that exactly. What are they trying to tell you now that we understand the situation and what they're revealing to you? Okay, I also see a card. So these are 3. Thank you. It has to do with Aries, obviously. And let's take out this one. Okay. Let's see what your future self is advising you to do in this situation exactly. Because it's not easy, and we want to find out how to do it the easy way now that your future self has experience with the situation. So you have the 5 of Swords, Page of Swords, 10 of Swords. Well, there's no other way, my dear friend. And what do we have here? The Emperor. Look, it's very clear. Your future self is saying there is no other way than to be bold and to stand up for your right, even if you think maybe you could have thoughts like, oh no, I can't believe I would hurt this person. Maybe it's selfish, maybe it's unfair. That's why your future self is telling you to take notes. See what's right for you and what's right for them. And make sure that you calculate it first, that you think about it well. And once you know what your rights are, there is no other way but to stand up for yourself. Speak your truth and do it boldly, it seems. Even if that hurts the other person, you're stopping malintentions and putting yourself in a very unfavorable position later on because of these maybe hidden or perhaps bad intentions. You have to stand up for your right, at least, the very least, to talk about it and to make sure you end it with the 10 of Swords, even if it's going to hurt a little. And this way, with the Emperor, you gain respect. You teach other people or this person how to treat you. And with the King of Pentacles and the Emperor, this person will no longer be able to come near you in any form, bad form or shape that could hurt you. Pile number 2. And this is exactly what I see in your reading. That was it. I hope you've enjoyed it. And by the way, pile number 2, if you enjoy Zodiac Tarot readings, make sure to check out my other channel. You find a link to it, the first link in the description box. And pile number 2, if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 2. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it, but you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying this process. You'll find that this book truly holds true to this promise. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And by the way, there's also an audiobook if you love and enjoy audiobooks like me. Pile number 2, it was a real pleasure. I believe in you. I know you're strong. You have Aries, which shows that you're up for it. You're very strong and you can stand up for yourself with a lot of boldness, but grace at the same time. So pile number 2, wishing you the best from my heart, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. We're taking a look at what your future self is revealing to you today as a secret that they wished you had known. And it's really interesting. You have the World card as well as the Mookite Jasper. We kind of feel that yellow glow from the heart in the crystal as well as your card. And of course the rest of the red signifying your shirt. So I feel like you kind of have an inkling about something. You kind of feel something intuitively about the world around you, that maybe your future self is confirming. Who knows? We'll find out as we take a look at the rest of your cards. Maybe it has another meaning. We'll find out as we take a look at the whole picture together. Right. So, pile number 3, we'll be taking a look at your oracle cards first. So you have the Kiss. You also have Dhumavati's Fortune. How interesting. Okay. Is this maybe someone a little bit superficial or something? Let's find out. You have the High Priestess. Again, the idea of you having an inkling or intuition about something you could be right about is coming along because you have Pythia, who's of course the Delphic oracle of the gods. So it's kind of like you can see through something, right? All right, let's take a look at your tarot cards first. So you have the Fool card. Interesting. Something is with Harpocrates in the Fool card. Something is starting to, something that may have started that is not fully open is revealed. That's why you're using your psychic abilities here, because Harpocrates is the Greek god of silence, secrecy. You have the Princess of Cups, which is the Page of Cups. Okay. You have the Five of Wands. You have the Seven of Cups or Seven of Emotions. You have the Four of Cups. That's how your card looks like. Quite interesting, isn't it? Okay, you have the Three of Cups. You know, I keep seeing hiding something. You know, appearing as one way to others and hiding something internally. Hiding something that's going on. Okay. You have the Six of Cups. And you have the Tower cards. So, what secret is your future self trying to reveal to you here? Well, it certainly pertains to a connection that you have with someone. With the Five of Wands, I kind of feel like usually it's a card of conflict or competition, but I really feel that this person is willing to fight everyone for themselves. They're very, do you remember when we said superficial? This person seems to be very superficial, very all about outer looks, about themselves, about maybe they're a bit of a narcissist, like, and you sense something is wrong. This is someone who is close to you with the Kiss here. This could be a new, because we have the new moon, so this could be a new romantic connection, but of course not necessarily. In case this, however, is a new romantic connection, beware. This person seems to be superficial, and I keep saying superficial because we have, of course, Dhumavati here, and Dhumavati is the widow goddess who appears as old. She appears as unkempt. She appears as poorly dressed, but the wonderful thing about her is that she can turn a bad destiny into a good one. If you were able to transcend her appearance, you find her true power. So we're seeing a person missing essence. You kind of have an inkling. Remember, we saw it from the very beginning. Your crystal was pointing towards it. You have an inkling about something wrong with this person. This person does not really reveal much. With the Fool cards, they do a lot of actions that they're impromptu actions. Like, you're not expecting it. They would call you. They would do all sort of things all of a sudden just to prove to you that you mean a lot to them. But then at other times you kind of feel like they're really superficial and they're doing things that are kind of against what they're saying. So whether this is a romantic connection or not, there is someone in your life who's not really focusing on the depth of this connection, but rather on superficial things. They're not really satisfied with the valuable things that you value, it seems. It seems they are a bit wishy-washy with the Seven of Cups. They have a memory of a fish, meaning they give promises and forget. So there's a lot of big words, a lot of big promises that they don't keep most of the times. I see with the Four of Cups that they're always about new beginnings, with the new moon as well and the Fool. They're always about the height of new things and new beginnings and new experiences. And then later on, they're not satisfied. They're always hiding something with this Three of Cups. So if this is a new connection, then they're hiding either a relationship, they're hiding that they have children, that they're hiding something, or they're hiding you from society. If this is not a relationship, then this is someone who obviously you're starting to hold dear. Pile number 1. Who have a lot of secrets, are not quite open to you, very much about themselves and not about the depth of the connection as you see it. Pile number 3, and we see here with the crystal moving, I see your future self saying you feel this. You feel this, pile number 3. And so obviously with the Tower card ending your reading here, we can see your future self clearly saying that you will realize that all these promises, all the things that they were saying, they will turn out to be false. They will turn out to be a liar. And don't wait until this happens, until in the end. Please take yourself out of it now. With all the mirrors here, it's like they're focusing on all the wrong things. Really, they're focusing on all the wrong things, and your future self is telling you you will be greatly disappointed. In fact, your future self is revealing that this person has so many secrets that you'll be surprised and stunned to know about. Not only that, but they wish you would know just how much of the things that they're saying are really like building clouds in the sky. Never really true. And they look all excited on the outside, but a lot of the times they are disappointed because you're trying to build depth and they're constantly disappointed by not getting their hits. And so how long are they capable of keeping this secret around someone who seems super intuitive like you is what they're starting to worry about. But all in all, oops, this shifted. Despite the fact, there we go. Despite the fact that you will later on, of course, listen to your intuition, your future self really wish you would know from now. Because with the Six of Cups, I think you wait, even though you could feel something is wrong. With the Six of Cups, you wait to make sure that nothing is really wrong, which is a wonderful thing. But for me, I'm only simply delivering what I see with the new moon and with your reading as your future self trying to tell you in terms of what they wished you would have known. Perhaps continue to explore, but with the mindset that maybe something is not right. Maybe you need to explore deeper. Pile number 3. That's from me, because from your future self, they're saying something is wrong. They're saying don't wait all that time. If you feel it, maybe talk about it, or maybe do something about it. Let's find out. Actually, let's not like try to guess what your future self wants you to actually do. How about we pick up your tarot cards? Oh, I was just gonna ask, what is, oh my god, 2 High Priestess. Follow your intuition. Pile number 3, obviously follow your intuition. It's like your future self kind of knows exactly what that would mean to you. Follow your intuition, follow what you're feeling. And you have the Queen of Swords. Be bold. See, the Queen of Swords is someone who does not go by emotions. The Queen of Swords is someone who is pragmatic and follows what's right. So at the moment, we see your future self telling you to be strict, to be cutthroat, to make sure that you do the right thing for yourself. In fact, I did notice something along these lines as I was shuffling. I noticed how the cup was moving. We see an angel holding a cup here with the 4 of Swords. Then it moves onto the 3 of Cups, one person holding that cup now up high, and then it becomes a trophy here. So if you are intuitively feeling something, take control of that intuition and make sure you win and you save yourself. And yeah, you save your future self by being in control of the situation now. Don't let go of what you're feeling. I see 2 cards, 1 and 2. 8 of Pentacles and the 4 of Wands. So obviously, it's not about, see, I'll tell you why I see what I'm about to say. So I was supposed to open this one first, but then I opened the second one before this one, which is before the 4 of Wands, which is telling me that instead of celebrating now and enjoying your time now, and then working hard later to fix the whole situation, especially your life, I see your future self saying swap it the other way around. Work now towards being with the right people, the right person. Work for yourself now. Do the right thing for yourself now. It might not be comfortable. It might require effort. It might not be the thing that you want to hear now at all, but it will lead you to the right situation or the right person or the right thing later on. And follow your intuition. It's telling you about some person who is not really acting honestly. Let's get some more clues about who this person is. Pile number 1. Can we kindly get more clues about who this person is for pile number 1, please? Who is this person? Who is this person, please? Okay. 2 of Swords. Ace of Cups. Knight of Wands. 8 of Pentacles. And 2 of Pentacles and the Moon. For a lot of you, this is either a relationship or someone at work. This person is changing the lock. Oh no, it's not. But I saw it as a lock, a door lock. Lock again signifies secrecy. They work behind your back at all times. So pile number 3, this could be either someone who you work with or someone you are in a relationship with. For most of you, this person has a weird look in their eyes, the way they look at you. They appear as an angel. They say things that are very sweet to the heart, but they have a weird look to them that doesn't make you feel easy. You can't trust them. A lot of the times, if this is a relationship, you feel some sexual energy that happens too quickly. This is the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is very quick to try to get what they want, regardless of other deeper meanings, or which is what we felt from the very beginning. The Knight of Wands again is superficial. The Knight of Wands is after their goals only, whether it suits everyone or not. And so we see they only work when they want something, this person. Again, whether at work or in a relationship. They act all angelic, but the results of the things that they do is, it seems quite evil. So their words and their actions don't match. There's a mismatch. And also, this person wobbles a lot with the things that they say. They're not very clear. And so you go home or leave questioning, did they mean this or did they mean that? Were they trying to say this or were they trying to say that? They change their words, they change their meanings. They're not very clear about the things that they're going to do with you or want to do with you. And so you're always leaving wondering, what did they mean? What did they want to tell me? Or what did they want to say? And you're always, you don't understand. It felt exactly at the 7 of Cups. Remember when we said building castles in the sky? There's a lot of talk and barely any action. There's a lot of saying something that is not clear. Ultimately, it leads to a break of huge promises and a huge disappointment later on in this connection. This is a person who keeps saying, we'll start this, we'll do that, we'll travel together, we'll start this business together, we will this and that together, but never really does anything. It's just talk. And it seems like things go quiet for a while and you wonder, where was that thing they mentioned? Is this even still in or is it gone? Let's try to find out more on what they are hiding. Pile number 3. What is this person hiding? What is this person hiding, please? What is this person hiding? 6 of Swords. Oh, sorry. There. 6 of Swords. I did see a turquoise. Yeah. We saw a turtle here. Oh, the rabbit and the turtle. Okay. They're underestimating you. You have the Justice card. They're really underestimating you. Yes. They're not deep. They're underestimating what you could do. So back to the question, what are they hiding? The Chariot. They're hiding some truth with the Justice. They think you'd be too slow to catch up to how smart they are and how they can do things, lie to you, and you would believe them because you won't be able to catch up with how intelligent they are, obviously. The Chariot and the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups. They see you as a kind person, and so they're taking your kindness and the fun that you have with them. They're taking it as a way to feel safe and move forward. Again, what truth are they hiding? I think because it's a general reading, it's going to differ. We do have an idea of what they're doing, but what exactly are they lying about, please? Heels. I see high heels. Some of you, with the rabbit, they could be lying about how much they have. That could be one thing. Or what they have in terms of baggage, family, relationships. Yeah, that's it. So if it's business, they're lying about the money that they have, right? What they could maybe invest in or do. Or how they want to take money from you. And if this is a relationship, then they are lying about their baggage. They have baggage that they think you won't find out about. And that is what I see for you, pile number 3. This is what I see your future self want to reveal to you in terms of a secret that they wish you had known. And we saw the High Priestess twice, showing us that your future self is confident that you knowing the truth, knowing the right thing, knowing what they're telling you now, and following your intuition, you will be able to do yourself justice and to do the right thing, to move forward. And of course, you're a very intuitive person. You have the High Priestess twice. You are obviously not as slow as they think you are at all. I'm sure you're going to be surprising them, pile number 3. And that was your reading. I wish you all the best of luck, pile number 3. If you have an inkling about something, that's it. And that was your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Also, if you love zodiac readings, please don't forget to subscribe to my other channel, which is the Zodiac Tarot channel. You'll find it as the first link in the description box. Other than that, please do subscribe so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click your notification bell. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, pile number 3. This book is small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate or waste time reading it. But you'll find that it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying the process. You'll find that this book truly holds true to this promise. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. And now there's also an audiobook if you love and enjoy audiobooks like me. And pile number 3, it was such a pleasure. I wish you all the best of luck. I wish you protection. And I wish you always have wonderful connections, my dear pile number 3. You're a wonderful person, and I'm not worried about you. I know that your heart will guide you to the right direction. That was your reading, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.